There's many people who want the practicality of a regular sedan, but want the sleek, sexy styling that comes with a coupe. The Mercedes-Benz CLS was the first one who set the bar here in the States when it was introduced in the 2006 model year for being a sleek, elegant, and luxurious four-door luxury coupe. Refreshed last year for 2015, the CLS continues on into 2016 pretty much unchanged. Updates last year included refreshed styling inside and out to bring it in more in line with the rest of the Benz family, and a new CLS 400 debuted too. So let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Mercedes-Benz CLS 400. Now the CLS is certainly one of the best looking Mercedes vehicles that you can buy today, with its very muscular lines that taper into the rear end and its very classy and elegant look. Now if you don't want something as big as the CLS, Mercedes has the CLA, which has pretty much the same design language as the CLS. Our CLS has the 3-liter bi-turbo V6 engine. It's the CLS 400. I also do love these 19-inch alloy wheels that we do get here. I love the styling on them, and I love how they're not overdone. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. It's your typical Mercedes key fob. You have your lock, unlock to release your trunk, and then your panic button. Now our color of the CLS is known as the Designio White Metallic, and it's about an $800 option. It's one of the best looking colors in my opinion. You do have smart key access on all 4 doors of the vehicle. And you do have a full-on black leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and a power adjustable headrest. Your power lumbar is located right here. Now stepping on inside of the CLS, you're greeted with a very luxurious and stylish cabin design, and I love the updates that they brought in 2015 with the new command interface and the steering wheel design language too. They updated the steering wheel. But like I said, it's pretty much unchanged for 2016 when it comes to the interior of the CLS.
Hundreds in recent months.
And what you're hearing there is a 3-liter bi-turbo V6 engine. Full leather wrapped steering wheel, of course. Coming to your transmission, you have a 7-speed automatic, up for reverse. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, it displays your rear view camera. And then you also do have guidance lines and trajectory. You can also change the brightness of the rear view camera and the different angles too. And then you go down for drive and then push for park. Easy as that. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot detection. Now, even though there aren't that many major changes for 2016, the CLS does see some changes. Most notably, a new 9-speed automatic transmission is available on the CLS 550 model. And then also, you don't have to use the old Mercedes plug for the USB connection. You can finally just use a regular USB. 19-inch alloy wheels, of course. Coming up front, you have LED headlights with LED turn signal indicators and LED daytime running lights, LED everything. Now, since we do have the CLS 400, it's powered by a 3-liter bi-turbo V6 engine that produces 329 horsepower at 5250 RPM and 354 pound-feet of torque at 1600 RPM, with EPA estimates being an okay 20 in the city and 30 on the highway. And your only transmission is the 7-speed automatic. And then you can go for rear-wheel drive or Mercedes 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. And then there's also a 4.7 liter twin turbo V8 when you get the CLS 550. If you go for the CLS 63 AMG S model, you're looking at a 5.5 liter twin turbo V8. But the 9-speed automatic transmission is only available on the CLS 550. Overall, you will find this powertrain does provide adequate amounts of power with actually pretty good fuel economy. Now, competitors of the CLS, you're looking at the Porsche Panamera as well as the BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe. EPA estimates, like I said, are 20 in the city and 30 on the highway. Total vehicle price, you're looking at $73,785. A redesign should be coming soon for the CLS, since this was last fully redesigned in the 2012 model year. You have a shark fin antenna on top. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have LED taillights with LED turn signals. And you also do have dual exhaust tips. Very sexy looking rear end here. Of course, all of your basic power necessities, power windows, power mirrors, and these mirrors also do power fold. And then your power door lock switch is located right here, and you also do have memory seats for 3 people. Now, build quality and materials, of course, are the highest of quality. Nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel. Armrest, dashboard is covered in a nice soft padded material. You also do have stitching on the dashboard too. And like I said, I really do love this black ashwood trim. It gives the interior a little bit more contrast inside of here. Then I love the aluminum too on some of the buttons and around the air vents. Really nicely done. It's a very exquisite looking interior. Certainly will impress your friends. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, love the steering wheel design language here. On the buttons over here on the left, these are your controls for your little LCD screen in the center right there. And then coming right here, we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, voice recognition, and your Bluetooth phone controls. Right here, you also do have your cruise control, and then a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then you also do have your intermittent windshield wipers. Also forgot to mention that you do have paddle shifters for the manual shiftability. Up here, we have your auto dimming rear view mirror. And then you have your map lights right here too. Your sunroof. Down here you also find a 12-volt power outlet, and you have dual cup holders right here. Then right here is where you will find your center console storage. Decent amount of center console storage, and it's lined with felt. And then you have 2 USB charging ports down there. And it's nice and soft touch, of course. As far as visibility goes in the CLS, visibility is okay. It's not as bad as the CLA, but it's still kind of hard to see out of this vehicle, especially when it comes to rearward visibility. I would really get the blind spot monitoring system on this vehicle. Seeing out of the windshield is okay, but it's not the best. This is not the greatest car in terms of visibility, and you give up visibility due to the very sleek styling of the CLS, which is understandable. Now, coming down here, we also do have your climate controls. You do have dual zone automatic climate control, your temperatures on the driver's side and then the passenger side. And then you have your fan speeds right here. And then you have your rear window defroster, and then you have your different zones too. However, I wish the climate controls were a little bit more well placed. I don't like how they're placed all the way down here. It's not very ergonomically correct. One styling touch I do love of the CLS is this nice analog clock. It gives it a very classy feel inside of here. Now let's get to the command interface. We've seen this system many times here before, and it works pretty well. You just have to get used to it. And then on the navigation system, we actually have to have a memory card inserted, but Mercedes has one of the best navigation systems in the business now. Coming to your radio sources, of course you have your AM, FM, and then XM satellite radio too. And then you have HD radio. And then the command interface is all controlled by this dial down here, and then the buttons surrounding it. And I love how there's a back button which helps out when switching in between the menus. Coming to media right here, your different media sources include Bluetooth streaming audio, your auxiliary input, your USB port with iPod integration, of course, all that good stuff. You have your telephone. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts stored on here, have an integrated dial pad. And coming to vehicle right here, you could change the time if you would like on the analog clock. Then you have your fuel consumption data. Gives you a little bar graph. You have your operator's manual, so you can view anything you want if you need help with anything. Pretty cool there. And then you also do have your system settings down here that you could change from the language, the display, if you want to activate the Bluetooth or not. Overall, the command interface is one of the best systems in the business. It just takes a little bit of time to get used to, but the rendering and the graphics are superb on this system. And it's very crisp and clear. It's beautiful in its rendering. Right here, we also do have your sport mode and then your eco mode. However, there's not a huge notable difference between the eco and the sport mode. It does change the throttle response very slightly when you switch between the eco mode and the sport mode, and then the steering does tighten up a little bit, but it doesn't change too much. There's not a huge difference between the two different modes. Of course, the eco mode is the most fuel efficient setting. Now right here we also do have your 3-staged heated seats and then your cooled seats. And then right here you also do have your eco button as well. Now coming to the gauges, Mercedes kept it pretty traditional here. It's very clear and easy to read. On the left we have your fuel gauge and then your coolant temperature. Your speedometer is in the center, and then you also do have your digital speedometer right there. And then you have your tachometer, which is on the very right. Now coming to the little center screen right there, that basically shows you all of your vehicle information. But don't expect to find anything like a huge TFT instrument cluster that you'll find on the Mercedes S-Class. Gives you your fuel consumption data, your eco display, how fuel efficient you're being, and then gives you your fuel range, of course. Then over here you have your Navi, and then it gives you your turn-by-turn directions. Audio, you can change your different audio source from here. Telephone, you have a telephone connected. And then right here you have your attention assist, your collision prevention, your blind spot assist, lane keep assist, all that good stuff. Of course, the CLS has all the latest safety technologies. Then you have your tire pressure monitoring, Assist Plus. And then you have your settings. You can change the instrument cluster, the lights, vehicle, convenience, all that good stuff. Overall, this is a pretty simple and easy to use little LCD screen, and I kind of like it. I wish it was just a little bit bigger, however. Now, driving the CLS, the best part about this vehicle is that it has a really good balance between decent ride comfort as well as handling too. Now the ride comfort is pretty much what you would expect out of a Mercedes-Benz. Very smooth and buttery and very compliant and very absorbent and soaks up road bumps very well. And it really lives up to the Mercedes name when it comes to a really great ride quality. Now, as far as the handling goes, the handling is also pretty good too. It's very engaging to drive, and it's pretty precise when turning around corners, and it does not feel numb at all. And it's one of the better handling four-door luxury coupes in my opinion. Overall, the CLS is very impressive and is certainly a joy to drive. All right, and let's go ahead and shut down the vehicle. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the CLS. Build quality and materials do flow through in the rear, of course. Some more of that black ashwood trim and some more stitching on the upper door panel. Now sitting back here, just like with many other four-door luxury coupes, you have limited rear headroom. And I'm about 6 feet tall and my head is about to hit the ceiling. If you are looking for more rear headroom out of a Mercedes vehicle, then go with the E-Class or the C-Class or even the S-Class. And if you're looking for more legroom too, the E-Class has a little bit more legroom than the CLS. You have dual map pockets back here, rear air vents, a 12-volt power outlet, and then a cup holder. And then you have a decent amount of storage right here. Pretty nifty little storage compartment. And then you have your rear center armrest with another little storage compartment and dual cup holders. And back here you will also find rear adjustable headrests. The seats themselves are also pretty comfortable, I have to say, and very well supportive. Alright. The trunk lid opens all the way up too, which is pretty nice. Back here you'll find an okay amount of trunk space. Not the best, however. You will find a 12-volt power outlet and a little side pocket right here. You also do have your powered passenger seat with power recline and power adjustable headrest. Memory seats for 3 people on this side as well. Then you also do have your power lumbar down here. Glove box compartment, nice and damp and lined with felt. Then you have a little side pocket right here too. So the 2016 Mercedes CLS 400 is an excellent choice for a four-door luxury coupe with its sleek and sexy styling, its very luxurious interior with all of the latest gadgets, and its excellent ride and handling balance. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.